Omari Hardwick was in Kenya recently, not to build a school, not to invest in tech, agriculture, but to open up an exclusive American club in Tattoo City. Now, obviously, this ruffled some feathers. A few people are not happy about it, and it brought up the question: do African Americans have a responsibility to serve Africa, or is the expectation actually misplaced? Hello there, my name is Janita Maaya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For more episodes or topics like this, please make sure you subscribe. I came across this tweet on X, and it was from Tempest. The lady, it's showing up on screen, and it read: so Omari was here to open an exclusive American club at Tattoo City. Since African Americans realized Nairobians are cool, they are moving mad, can you all at least open companies, stuff, and not just clubs? And you can clearly tell that this lady was not happy with the fact that so many African Americans are now looking at Kenya as maybe the next home, but they're not doing what she kind of expected them to do. And mind you, this is the expectation of some or most Africans. Now, I want to call a spade a spade. I do not want to come here and sugarcoat something. I want to call it out as it is. I want us to talk about it as it is, and that's the situation on ground. The situation on ground is that some people do feel like when African Americans come to Africa, they should do more than just maybe enter the entertainment scene. Now, people looking at him would have expected him to say, you know what, I want to invest in the entertainment industry. I want to work with the actors. I want to work with the filmmakers and do all that, mind you, which he has said in an interview that he is planning on doing in Kenya. But I want us to first look at the initial response in the beginning when he had just arrived in Kenya, and then a few people got to know that he's opening up a club and not investing in something that Kenyans would deem that, you know, contributed to society. Because fine, a club does all this, but positively it does provide jobs. Let me not bash club owners. You know what, you guys, you provide jobs and you provide entertainment, but some people feel like clubs are a waste of money, or they do not add to society per se in a positive way. Before I move on, I want you guys to see clips of Omari in Kenya, just to get the gist of where his mind was at and how he was looking.
So to me, the greatest advice I can give a country like this, where I do know that so many young people are industrious, is to invest in the thing that you figure out you're so good at. So that's the big thing. Like, once you figure out the purpose, man, you can invest for days. I'm only here at the point of being able to use the fact that I got microphones. I've been on stages. You guys find me worthy to root for, which is so humbling. To have one fan, let alone 20 million fans, is a crazy feeling. One fan that follows you all over the world is a crazy feeling. But I'm realizing I'm able to do that because I figured out my purpose a long time ago. So investing in that purpose, brother.
Oh, there you have him. He was, I guess, really excited to be in Kenya. I don't know how celebrities feel like when they get to the airport and then you have press just waiting for you and all these people. Mind you, you're from a flight, you're probably tired and you're jet lagged. That's not what we're here, okay? I'm just saying. If you're watching this and you're the celebrity, maybe you can let me know how that feels. Are you irritated by it? Do you not mind it? Or are your fans your number one priority and you really don't care how you do it? Okay, so this club is a high-end members-only club, and some people obviously are praising it. Like I've mentioned, it does bring jobs. It does bring businesses because a club is able to like tap into other service providers. So the whole cycle is it will bring in money. It's going to get some people money. But the other people, are, like I said again, the other people are not looking at it in a positive way. And they are asking this question: why do African Americans keep investing in luxury instead of industries that actually build Africa? Yes, that is the question that I'm posing to you today. Unfortunately, with this episode, I do not come with the answers. I'm hoping that by me doing this episode, you are able to tell me the answers in the comment section. Why is it that when we see most African Americans come to the continent, you see that they're investing in other industries that, you know, in luxury, instead of industry that are actually building, let's say like, I don't know, something with manufacturing and whatnot. Now, that's not to say that there are not other amazing African Americans who are doing wonderful by providing employment opportunities to the locals. Those ones exist, and I'm not trying to downgrade their contribution to whatever they're doing. I'm just talking about these other things. So I hope that you are with me, right? Now, some people are saying that these are sectors that could drive, long-term growth. It won't be short-term, because I'll speak for Uganda. The club scene here is people will get crazy about a club. Give it 3 months. If it does not try to rebrand itself, people will move on to the next new thing, because for some reason new clubs are always popping up. So some people are saying like it's not a long-term thing, it's more of like a short-term thing. Okay, you kupiga sherehe is a Kenyan term to like you are partying, right? Okay, you're partying, but like then after that, you're not gonna be partying on a Monday. Ugandans are laughing at me right now because Ugandans will party on a Monday. Anyway, I'm trying to say that, the partying happens in the night, and then during the day, what's next? Like, what is it? But I beg to differ, and I beg to pose this question. Do African Americans owe us anything? And the answer is no. I know you're just like, what do you mean the answer is no? The answer is no, because some Africans, let me just give you a background. Some Africans feel like because African Americans originated from Africa, they were sold into slavery and so many other things, but them coming back to the motherland, they feel like, oh, you guys, it's like, if I'm going back home, then I need to do something for my home, even if my home maybe didn't let go of me in a good way. I'm picking my words. But that notion is wrong in a sense that, let's be honest, the Americans who are also struggling, the African Americans who are also struggling, not everyone has like some seed capital lying around anywhere to just sort of invest into these companies that are going to maybe create these mass jobs and employ half the community and whatnot. Like, in an ideal world, it would be perfect, but let's be realistic. Not everyone has that money. Like, they don't owe us anything. And as an African, if you sit there and you think that African Americans owe you anything, then you need to look within yourself, because what do you mean they owe you something? Do you know who owes you something? It's the government that is meant to create the employment, right? It's the government that is meant to create better infrastructure, because you are a taxpayer and you deserve it. By the way, it is your right to good governance. I don't know if people know that, but you have a right as a human being to be governed very well. Okay? So you can't look at African Americans and think they are going to save us if we can save ourselves. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. I mean, some of them are dealing with racism. There's systematic racism. They are dealing with, the lack of generational wealth, because not everyone is born into money. People literally have some people are like the first millionaires in the family, or some people are the breadwinners in the family and whatnot. Now, if they are going through that, why would maybe you and I, if you're watching this and you're an African, why would you and I sit there and expect them to come and save us? I feel like it doesn't connect. It doesn't really make sense. Once again, the word makes sense is stuck in my head. But I also do want to flip the script again. I know I'm so much on the fence today, but let's also flip the script, and look at it on the other side. Because I remember my friends from the UK coming here, but all they'll do is party and have fun and be tourists. And it's their money, they can do what they want. But I remember telling them, like, you can't come to Uganda and not explore what potential there could be, if you had an opportunity to invest, because all you're doing is partying. Now, let's be real. Some people travel to African countries and they'll just turn up. You're turning up day in, day out. There's nothing you're doing that is positive. You're not looking for some opportunities or some investment, or what can I do here or what can I do there? Because I think that African Americans don't owe us anything, but what I do know for sure is that both parties need to come together and collaborate and partner together so they can build something for themselves, or they can build something for all of us as a community. So before we want to point fingers and say, oh, the African Americans are coming and they're only investing in luxury and entertainment and they're not doing ABCD. We want to see them invest in tech, agriculture, and build schools. We have to ask ourselves, what is our government doing for us? What are we doing for ourselves? Because you know that thing in the Bible where before you see the stick in someone else's eye, you need to see the stick in your eye or the wood in your eye. So that is what we need to do. We need to first cleanse our eyes and make sure we sort out our own issues before expecting someone else from the outside to come in and save us. Because that is actually a thing with most African communities, is that when they see outside money, they see a savior. But that is not the case because things have changed. Things have changed and no one owes us anything. I do want to read some of the comments before we actually leave. Someone commented, the government makes it expensive for them to open anything industrial. See, I said before we blame anyone for anything, before we say these guys are not doing ABCD, what are we doing ourselves and what have we done so far? You can clearly see here, and I know for sure. Now, it's a bit different for Uganda because Uganda does offer incentives to investors that people are given huge tax holidays. So I know they're ranking in profits because of the jobs they will employ. That's why they're giving the tax benefits. So there are incentives here, but obviously I think it's a bit different for Kenya where you have things are a bit maybe tight and whatnot. But do you get what I'm saying? Like sometimes maybe someone wants to do something really nice for the African community, but guess who is in the way of progress? Our dear government. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it from me. I hope I made sense in this one. Yeah, I hope I did. And I want to hear from you guys. Do you think African Americans owe us anything? Are they meant to save Africa? Or should Africans actually wake up and, I guess, save themselves because, it's time that they do that themselves? That is the question that I'm posing to you as my dear viewer. But with that, I will sign out. Please support this channel by buying our merch. Uganda looks good on me. Uganda is calling, so I must go. You can also book a consultation with me. By the way, I am a relocation consultant. If you're looking to move to Uganda, then I am the person that you need to be talking to because you need someone trustworthy to help you navigate your relocation or even touring journey in Uganda, right? Because with each consultation, they're more of like tailored solutions for each individual. So each client is different. That being said, I have my website up and running. It is in the description box. You can just tap that and be able to, book a consultation with me. I am open Monday to Friday. Anytime in the evening is okay with me. And with that, I will say that you have a good day, a good evening, and a good morning, wherever it is that you're watching me from. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to follow me at Jonita Maaya on all my social media platforms. And